What's happening or what is good? It is your belly Somutupi and I welcome you on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at the markets. I know you guys are crazy about seeing what the markets look like for the week, what you can expect, and most importantly, how you can make better trading decisions. Now, one thing that I need you to do is to obviously just subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell if you believe that this is a type of content that's going to help you. But at the same time, I want you to like this video just so we are able to reach more members, and comment below. Tell me what are the currency pairs or indices that you're looking at, and what type of signal are you looking at? Are you buying or selling? But before we waste any more time, we are going to be looking at firstly the dollar index, and then the US tech, which is Nasdaq, and as well GBPUSD and Euro USD. Hopefully guys, you are going to get massive value from this video. Let's get started and let us see what the charts are looking like for the week. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at the markets, and one thing that I love is that you can simply see we are starting off first with the dollar index. So I'm going to be starting off here at the 4-hour time frame just so we are able to see it much more better and understand what is price trying to tell us here. So we can see we had these lows, lower high, but it broke a bit below here, but from here we created lower lows. So obviously, hopefully, price could just go a bit more up and create some lower highs. So that's one thing that we're expecting to see, lower highs, because why the market is forming lower lows and lower highs. So the very first area that we're looking into finding our lower highs is here at this area, because we saw that before price broke below the structure, and the structure it actually retraced here, which shows that there's an area of significance somewhere around here. So this is where we are looking at. Maybe price as soon as it gets here. As soon as it gets here, then maybe that's when we might see price just drop, and then this being our new lower high level. But if that doesn't happen, then we can see price just break above here. Why am I saying so? Because we can simply see here was a huge gap within the markets, and also there's been some massive imbalances just between these candles right here. So one thing that you can do is you can also see price maybe pushing a bit more up in order to just fill this gap out, this clean gap, and then from there maybe we might see price coming to give us some entry somewhere around this area. So the very first thing is we either want to see an entry here, then go down with it, breaking these lows, or we are going to see one here and go down with it and break these lows. But regardless, the one thing that I like is that this is where our target is going to be, and we are going to maximize the profit. So yeah, that is something that we're looking at. So that is just more on the dollar index, just so you are able to understand and get a better understanding of where we are going to execute our trades only if they do happen to come. And how we are going to get that is as soon as price maybe gets here, we are going to wait for an area where price is to break lower low, highest low on a 15-minute chart. Then as soon as it comes back up and creates a new lower high, then just before it breaks out, that's when we are going to enter somewhere here. We are going to get an entry just more like this, stop loss here, and then take profit here. So if this doesn't play out, maybe it does the same thing, we are going to look for the same thing here. And even if it doesn't play out and it plays out maybe here, for instance, one thing that I like is that now our risk to reward will also be increased. You see, this is our risk to reward will be 8.5%. So that is what we are seeing on the dollar index. Now let us get to the interesting stuff, US 100. So we actually do take a look at what it is that we're seeing. So right here we can see price came from being at the low, broke above here, previous lower high. So now price created higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. So one thing that we're looking for now is for price to create at least a higher low somewhere. It should not break below here. So one thing that I was able to spot is that just before it broke above this previous structure here, this area here was where it was the lowest, and at the same time this is where price kept on ranging before price actually shot upwards. So it shows that there's a lot of momentum to the upside right there where we saw that low, which is somewhere around here. So one thing that I am going to be doing here is I'm just going to wait out for price to come as low, get somewhere below here, and once it's here, that's when I'll be able to execute my entry. But I'll just show you guys how I'll be able to take this entry, because why I can still play around with it even before it gets to the low. So what I mean by that is that just by looking at the, since I know that I want to buy here, and obviously if I want to buy here, it's more like buying like this, stop loss just below here, which is more like this, and take profit just at the top at the lowest high, which is here, so close to a 14%. But one thing that I like is that for now I can simply see that within the structure, because remember there's what we call within structures. Within the structure I can see that there's the lower high, it broke the low, so it's now lower low, So lower high, lower low, lower high up until it gets here. So find out that when price happens to, if it does retrace, if it happens to maybe just play around the retrace and retrace and retrace and retrace. So what we'll do is that we'll be able to get an entry of a sell right here, because this is more of a short-term trade of a sell, and then we are gonna sell here, stop loss just above here, boom, and then take profit coming down here. Then if this happens, obviously it means that we are going to get two amazing trades if they do happen to play out, because we're going to get 13% going down and a good 15%, 14.4% going up, which would be awesome if you look at it. Okay, so that is one of the ways that we are going to see it. But so far, that's US 100. We'll just look at it, we'll just observe it, and we will be playing around with it as we go. So let us now move over to the next one, which is GBPUSD. But I understand that a lot of people, they've seen us do these market overviews. They also want to be able to, benefit from us taking trades. And one of the best ways is currently Forex Chasers is running a partnership with AQ Markets, whereby every trade that we take in the markets, including daily live trading sessions, you name it, signals, courses and stuff, you can get access to it if only you follow simple instructions, which I'll just leave the link to be the very first link that is in the description. Check it out, and you can as well become a chaser without even paying a single cent. So yeah, that's one of the benefits about it. So let us move over to GBPUSD and take a look at GBPUSD. So right here on GBPUSD, you can simply see that we also have an area whereby price just came from being lower lows and stuff, and then now here it broke the previous lowest high, and now it created new high. So this is a new high because it broke all the lowest highs. So now you can see the price obviously came out, and here we are basically creating a higher low level before we continue going up. So the most important thing is getting that entry, just so we're able to capitalize on the markets when it does go in our direction. So I'm just gonna go to the 15-minute time frame, and on the 15 we are gonna see how we can get that entry. So during the AMs before we slept, I actually drew this out, and this happened like as soon as the market opened, I believe. As soon as the market opened is when it happened, but we couldn't place trades because obviously it was like during the AMs, during the weekend when we saw this move. But what happened is that as soon as the market opened, we saw this gap, and then now it started going upward. So the most important thing that we can do now is start looking out for entries, because why? I can see that we came from being a low, going up, went up, and boom, went up, went down, boom. I think it broke here. This is where our lowest high was, right here. This is where we broke. Let me just remove this so we focus on the newer structure. This is where we broke. Now price became higher high. So obviously just before that broke actually happened, you can simply see that this area right here is where massive of the the retracement actually happened before price pushed upwards. So we can as well also see this area somewhere around here being our entry, but I think I'll be more comfortable with taking an entry being somewhere here at the low, because why? I'm looking for a higher low, and then what I'm more likely to do is just place an entry right here, stop loss just below here, maybe 4 or 5 pips, just to be on the safe side. Let me just say 5 pips, and take profit just here at the high. Once again, you can see we're looking at a 5% on just the single position. So that is one thing that we're looking for on GBPUSD, and yeah, we will update it as it goes. If maybe it does go a bit more low, we are going to get another entry somewhere here, but this would bring more rewards, because just take a look, if you buy somewhere here and maybe stop loss is just below, how many pips? 7.2, and take profit is still here at the same area, we are now going to be getting 7.9%. so still a win-win situation. It's just more on how it will be managed. Let us now take a look at the very last one, which is EURUSD, and I highly believe as soon as you're done seeing this, you're going to have a clear understanding towards what the market is going to do for the week, and most importantly, you'll be able to benefit from it. So this one here is a trade that we spotted, and I believe that it's moving well. So you can simply see as well that right here we came from lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then boom, it broke above right here. It broke. So now you can see that it's a change in the type of trend that it's giving. It's no longer giving lower lows and lower highs, it's now giving higher highs and higher lows. So we spotted that, and we saw that before price pushed up, but this was the last retrace area. So we wanted to see if price could push maybe below somewhere here and then give us an entry. But since we didn't see that as well, it doesn't mean that we are going to miss out on an entry, because just by taking a look at this, you can simply see that right here is an area of significance. And obviously this was going to be a bit more huge stop loss because it's 16 pips and stuff. But right now how we can go about it is can easily spot that price already done what we're looking for, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we will just wait for price to be able to just eventually come back to test around. Now we can see broke above here. So if price can just eventually give us an entry somewhere around, let me just show you, if we can just put an entry somewhere around this level right here, boom, have an entry, stop loss. It's not only going to be that big as how we did see that at first 16 pips. It's now going to be close to 10 pips, and then even our first take profit is giving us close to a 2.7, but we're actually looking to take profit somewhere around here at this level. So that's what we're looking for, 4.9%. That is just one of the things that we're looking for the week, and I'm glad that you guys actually have been able to see it up until this end. So guys, if you have been following my YouTube channel for a while and you believe that it has helped you out a lot, the one thing that I need you to do is to obviously just like this video. It'll help out a lot, but at the same time subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, so whenever I do get to upload a video, you will be the first one to be updated and know about it, so you never miss out on these trades. But at the same time, if you are looking for the best ways that you can easily implement some of these trades that I did speak about, check out the very first link that is in the descriptions. There's only 3 instructions that you need to follow in order to be able to just keep up. But at the same time, I cannot wait to see you guys in the team. I'm excited. I hope you have a successful trading week. I will see you on the next YouTube video.